Technical Corner.
Hello and welcome to today's Technical Corner. I'm joined by Paul Ensor of ITC and we're going to be looking at some of WIDIA's performance double-sided milling inserts. Paul, welcome.
Morning, Joe.
What have we got on show?
Well, Joe, a lot of people obviously traditionally know ITC for solid carbide product and product that we produce ourselves. We really wanted to show people and demonstrate some more of the WIDIA Indexable products. So in front of us we've got some of their double-sided high-performance milling cutters for two main applications, working from facing and slabbing off to then actual area clearance and staircasing.
So this is the M1200?
Yeah, so we have, to start with, the M1200, which is a tool they've developed using a double-sided insert, offering three different styles of bodies to actually orientate those inserts in a 15, a 45 or a 64 degree approach, which means you can actually utilise the same insert with three different bodies for high feed milling, facing off, and obviously large stock removal rates depending on how you orientate the actual insert.
So these we can take a big heavy depth of cut, obviously depending on the power of our machine. We could take up to a 4 or 5 millimetre depth of cut. Yeah,
it's important to note that because of the range of body sizes they do, from 25mm to 160mm diameter with various numbers of teeth, we can really optimise the tool to the power of the machine. So instantly people think, I want to remove a lot of material, I'm going to go for a great big face mill, 125mm diameter for example. Not necessarily having the power in the machine to drive that particular tool. So we can look at the power of the machine that you have and optimise that with the correct diameter and the correct geometry of insert, so the actual tool is spinning within inside the torque curve of your machine, so you're really optimising the power of your machine and getting the best performance for your machine.
Yeah, good. And how about the inserts themselves? Do we have wiper inserts and different geometries?
Yeah, they do pressed inserts, they do ground inserts, so depending on your application of whether you're actually just roughing off or fine finishing, you can use a pressed insert with three different geometries, medium, light and heavy geometries, and different coatings to suit the various materials. And then going to fine finishing, you can actually use a ground insert and also a ground insert with a wiper insert. You may not need all inserts within inside a body to have the wiper facility. You might only need one or two depending on how many teeth that you actually have on the tool. And
the wiper just sets slightly proud and just takes off minimum stock.
Yep. Something that's quite unique about the WIDIA larger inserts is that the inserts are numbered on the edges. So if you have a pressed insert, if you align all the same edges, even though it's a pressed insert, the edges can be very, very slightly out. So if you align them all the same, they're all going to be sitting in the same facet. With a ground insert, obviously that is then controlled because every surface is ground. But it's still quite important to orientate them in the same, at the same point through the body. So you've got the same edge in contact all the time. That will give you a lot better performance.
And it's obviously the cost per edge ratio is going to be fairly high because again it's double-sided. But the days of just doing cast irons and steels are gone, aren't they? We can do a lot of materials even though it's a double-sided insert.
Yeah, the advantage of having a double-sided insert is twofold really. The insert itself is a lot thicker, so it's more robust. So it creates a much more stable cutting profile from the tool. Also being double-sided, you get twice as many edges. So typically on a pressed insert, you can be talking less than £1 per edge of use. So in heavy stock removal rates, when the tool is taking a lot of material and taking a lot of wear, it's very, very cost effective to use.
And how about this one in the middle? That's the face mill. You can also use that for facing, but obviously a button you can use it for many other applications.
Yeah, so typically going away from the M1200 into the M200, the button mill went out of vogue a short while ago and is now coming back into favour. Once again utilising a double-edged insert and some of the bigger inserts giving you 6 edges on the rotation means that you still get the cost effectiveness like you do with the M1200. But now you've got a very, very stable, robust insert on a button mill that you can use in the mould and die industry, for example. But then they've also developed grades now that will take you into the aerospace industries. It all depends on how people look at the actual job. Once you've actually faced off the product and you actually start wanting to move in areas, etc., you can look at either using a button mill, which is more of a traditional method. The larger radiuses, obviously from the button mill, means that you can blend areas in where radius is required. The other way of looking at it is by using a high feed mill. Now, some people are a little bit hesitant about using a high feed cutter. Sometimes it creates quite a lot of loading on the machine. The forces are generated back up through the spindle of the machine with a high feed. So it is a fantastic tool to use. But the idea of a high feed, it takes a very small depth of cut, but a very fast feed rate. So it doesn't actually suit the CAD software, the CAM cycle, may not suit the machine.
Absolutely. There was a time where everybody wanted to use, everybody was looking to use high feed technology, and quite often you go and look at machine tool and swarfs flying everywhere, but you actually look at the job, it's not the right tool.
Yeah.
But with button mills, they went out of fashion. I didn't see them hardly at all for probably 10, 15 years. But, you know, the evolution from there to here was quite a fast one, but almost people are now saying this isn't always correct. We do still need the button mill, and hence this tool.
It's like trachoidal milling. It's very much in vogue at the moment. So people are looking at it, developing tools for it, and wanting to use the cutter paths that trachoidal milling give. It's not always the best solution. Now, if you've only got a trachoidal milling solution in your kit bag, that's all you're going to go out and sell. You're not going to give the customer the correct solution for their machine tool, for the application, etc. Because we've got the different styles of button mills and high feed mills, means that we can actually give the customer a solution that suits their application and their machine.
And obviously we've got this, if it's a lot to take in as an engineer, they can call ITC, get your reps in. But I know you've got software as well, which helps.
Yeah, we've got product software. WIDIA have a fantastic system called Novo, which is a tool selector. But more importantly, we've actually got dedicated application engineers for the Indexable products. They will deal with any product that we sell, but they are there primarily to look at the Indexable applications and get the best from these products. Really, it's up to the customer to then challenge them, to then ask them to actually
save them money.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, because you've got the double-sided inserts, again, the cost performance of these tools is very, very good, but they're only going to give you the benefits if they're removing stock. That's what it's all about.
And obviously WIDIA, sold by ITC. Do you think WIDIA are happy? Is it going well?
Yeah, we're doing very, very well with the WIDIA product. We've taken on these extra application engineers just to deal with this product portfolio. The sales are increasing, but moreover, it's a case of letting our customers know and letting new customers know that we have this product offering. Once again, ITC is sort of just over 26 years old now, and most people still think of ITC as being solid.
Complements it well, doesn't it? A lot of these are roughing tools, roughing strategies.
Yeah.
They need finishing, so you can help with that as well.
Yeah, we the agents for Big Kaiser, Big Die Shower tool holders, and the Kaiser boring systems. Our own manufactured solid carbide product, and obviously the WIDIA solid and Indexable product. But it basically means now to our customers we can offer a spindle forward solution, whereas previously we might have been able to only say we can only help you with the end mill or the drill. We can now look at the whole program for them.
So there we had it. We heard it from the horse's mouth. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Joe.